finally, back-to-back political murders in Kerala. A story Republic is reporting in great detail. Days after an RSS worker was targeted, CPM worker has been hacked. Let's debate.
For the last 1 week, I have been traveling from one district of Kerala to another, reporting on the political violence. Few weeks ago, an RSS worker was murdered. There were PFI links. On Thursday, a CPM worker has been killed. These are the visuals of the accused. The body of the CPM worker Sandeep Kumar at Tiruvalla in Pathanamthitta district found that there were several wounds across his body. The initial post-mortem report suggests that the death was due to deep stab into the heart. The initial report also states there are more than 10 cuts across his body, including on his neck. The details of the death will be clarified in a detailed post-mortem report that will follow soon.
That is absolutely essential to ensure people that this kind of activities will not be, they have no place in a civilized society.
The left claims that RSS is behind the murder of their workers. This comes at a time when the PFI has come under the scanner for killing an RSS worker. As a reporter from the state of Kerala, it's alarming at the rate at which these political killings are taking place. Will it end? We don't know. Is there a political will to end it? We're not so sure. This is Ashwin Nandakumar signing off for Republic from Thiruvananthapuram.
Shehzad stays on. Syed Asad Abbas is with us. Opening tonight with Srijit Panikar and Lieutenant Commander Gokul Chandran. Is the role of the RSS established, Srijit? Because the CPM is saying that this was a deliberate plan by the RSS to create tension, and the victim Sandeep Kumar, CPM local secretary, he is from the Pathanamthitta district, that this instance is one of retaliation killing by the RSS. Srijit, whichever way you look at it, we can't take a political stance on political murders, can we?
Yeah, Arnab, there are a couple of things that our politicians have to take note of here. One is that they must condemn all political murders, irrespective of their own politics. Sometimes it is their people that they are losing, sometimes it is the people from the other political parties. We already have heard around 200 political murders in Kerala alone in the last 2 decades. So that's a very alarmingly high number. And the second thing here is that the senior politicians, when they are actually reacting to media, must not add fuel to the fire. So that is what is happening here. It was completely immature on the part of very senior CPM leaders, including the Education Minister, Mr. Shivan Kuti, former Finance Minister, Dr. Thomas Isaac, and the DYFI National President, Mr. A. Rahim. They all alleged that the murder was politically motivated and that RSS, the Sangha Parivar, was responsible for it. So this runs diametrically opposite to the statement issued by the police that it wasn't a political murder but was a personal revenge. Now the CPM State Secretary, who was in fact appointed today, Mr. Kodiyeri Balakrishnan, he also spoke against the police. Now they have the power, they control the police. So instead of
are you saying that the state government is putting pressure on the police to implicate the RSS? Is that what you're saying?
That is exactly what. Yeah, that is exactly that we can doubt at this point, because they control the police, they control the machinery, and therefore instead of inquiring the matter, why are they passing judgments is the
I'll hear the other. I'm not taking a stance on this now. Lieutenant Commander Gokul Chandran. He says that the police does not talk of the RSS hand, but he's saying the politicians are putting pressure on the police because they are not taking the name of the RSS or implicating the RSS. Can I have your response to that?
Yeah, Arnab, in Kerala, as Srijit pointed out, so much of political murders have happened in last 2 decades, and 99% of these political murders are either from RSS or CPM. Either the killers are from RSS or the killers are from CPM. It is a long-going rivalry between these two parties, and the leaders of these parties are not ready to get into a truce. For each and every silly thing, they take the hatchet and
Shehzad.
they kill each other or throw bombs at each other. And
No, first of all,
the situation is very close in
Arnab,
Kerala.
I remember, one second, Mr. Gokul Chandan, now Mr. Arnab has asked me to speak. Please listen to the other side. First of all, Arnab, I think you were one of the few journalists who took up the campaign of Nambi Narayanji. You were the one who took up the campaign of the Fasal murder, which was basically implicating the RSS. But the truth has been brought out in front of a court that how it was not the RSS, but in fact their own people who had murdered Fasal. So implicating people is, if it was an art, the Congress and the left in Kerala actually excel at it, and they are the masters at implicating RSS people. In fact, what you see in Kerala is not political murders, it is targeted killing of nationalists. In fact, Sanjeet was also killed there and no investigation was done. Provocative slogans were allowed on the streets of Kerala by SDPI and PFI. And now suddenly you find, to make a moral equivalence, to make a case that, look, it is not just one side that is suffering the casualty. This particular case is propped up and an RSS worker or some worker of the other side is implicated and is presented as if this is an equal and opposite reaction that is happening from
Of
both
course
sides.
it is.
This
Of
is
course it
completely
is. It is happening
fabricated.
for decades.
It is being done
Shehzad,
only
if you
to
don't
give
know
a
about
face saver
Kerala,
to the
you
Kerala
should learn
government,
about
which has
Kerala,
done
the
nothing.
Kerala
One second,
politics.
sir. Mr. Gokul Chandan, I am throwing you a dare. Sir, please don't interrupt me. Don't lynch me on this panel. Please don't lynch me
No,
on
no,
this
no,
panel.
because
I'm asking you a question.
you are not-
Let's put
you are not
all
knowing
the
the
cases
truth.
of so-called
Learn the
political
truth
murders
before you
to a
come to the
central
debate.
agency. Sir, let us give all these political murders, the Sanjeet killing, the family is demanding NIA probe. Why aren't you giving it for NIA probe? Why are you defending the PFI? Why are you defending the SDPI? Why are they allowed to take out
Sir.
rallies on the roads of
defending
Kerala
SDPI?
saying
Who is
that yes, we
defending
killed this
SDPI?
RSS worker, we will break their ribs? Why are you not giving all these murders, hand it
All
over
right.
to the CBI,
Arnab,
hand it over
I think
to a
I
central
heard the
agency,
gentleman
and
on the
let us see
panel,
what
and
is
I
the
think
truth.
it's my
You
time
will
to
not
speak.
do it
Arnab, allow
because
me.
you
Thank
are
you very
doing
much.
targeted
You know,
killing of nationalists in Kerala.
Okay, now allow me. My friend Arnab has taken my name, so allow me. First and foremost, Arnab, the BJP spokesperson that speaks of the SDPI and the PFI. Respected sir, 2014 you were in power. 2019 you were again in power. Over the last 10 years, not now, 2010 you were saying PFI will be banned, will be banned, will be banned. Sir, as a spokesperson, you come and parrot the lines. Why don't you walk the talk? Why haven't you banned the Popular Front of India? I tell you, okay, they are a terrorist organization. Why don't you ban them? What's stopping you? Also,
Can
as a
I
matter
answer
of
that
fact,
question?
if you condemn, no,
Can I answer that question?
If you condemn,
Can I answer that question, Abbas? Abbas, how did the left parties, which gave an affidavit in 2012 saying that the PFI is nothing but the avatar of the Simi, today why is the PFI being protected and given patronage by the very same left parties? Secondly, in state after state, many states of the BJP have asked for the PFI to be banned. What is the Congress's position? You represent the Congress party. Please tell me, why is the Congress making alliances with the political wing of the PFI? Thirdly, do you not believe that the PFI is nothing but the avatar of the Simi?
Leave this PFI or RSS. Stop implicating
Of
people.
course, Indians are being
All right?
killed. Of
You
course,
are
nationalists are being
implicating
killed,
people.
and they are being
Let
killed
us
by a
condemn.
political
Let us
ideology
condemn
that the
killers of
left is
Sandeep.
actually giving
Tell me,
patronage to.
What was the BJP? Why is the BJP Yuva Morcha from Perinagar arrested today for the killing of Sandeep? He's one of the arrested. RSS worker is arrested. You sitting in Delhi,
You
pass
can
comments on
implicate
Kerala.
anybody.
Wake up
You can
and smell
implicate the
coffee,
top
my
scientists
friend.
of this
Wake
country.
up and smell
You
the
can
coffee.
implicate
So you
nationalists.
don't have any
You can
knowledge
fix
with
and frame
respect to
anybody
police.
in false
So
cases.
therefore, why
There is
don't you
no,
ban the
there is,
PFI?
there is
But
no
what
way
is
that
the-
your police
What is the-
in the state.
If I may, a question comes to mind, Syed Abbas, which you should ask. What is the culpability of the state government? Killings are across the board, I agree. What? No, 1 minute. Muslim League worker was stabbed to death in April. What is the state government doing? RSS worker killed in February. Nandu, February this year. RSS worker Ranjit hacked to death mid-September. CPM worker Sandeep hacked to death yesterday. 2 CPM workers, youth wing workers killed August 2020. 2 Congress workers hacked February 19. What are you talking about? What is the responsibility of the state government? Forget which party the victims have been from. Don't deny your responsibility.
Absolutely.
The left
But,
parties
Arnab,
are not doing anything, Arnab.
I have the answer to your question, Arnab. I have
No,
the
let
December
Gokul
3rd.
Chandran reply.
December 3rd.
Arnab, the left government is not doing anything to maintain peace. The left government is not doing anything to maintain peace. Whenever the left rules Kerala, there will be lot of murders, and these murders take place the communal wise and political wise. The left government favors it. The left government fuels it to get votes in the name of religion. The left parties have also joined RSS and BJP in these killings for votes, for political mileage. That's what left government has been doing for the past several decades. But that is what RSS and BJP has been doing for the past few decades. And now nothing has changed. This has to end. Some way this has to come to an end. A civilized state like Kerala cannot tolerate this. We are living in India, we are living in Republic, Democratic India, and in Kerala, if BJP, RSS and left keep on going on a killing spree, this cannot be accepted and this has to be stopped.
Then why do you blame the RSS? Principally, why do you blame the RSS? Is the RSS running the state government? Gokul, is RSS running the state government? Srijit Panikar, Srijit.
No, the problem here, Arnab, is that the only saving grace in this today's episode was the statement of the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, who did not mix politics into it. Whereas a senior minister in his cabinet and also a lot of senior leaders of the party, they mixed politics into it, but the Chief Minister, kind of distanced away from it, and that was a mature stand. That was the only saving grace in this whole episode. Now, since we mentioned PFI here, we all would remember that about 10, 11 years ago, then Chief Minister, Mr. V.S. Achuthanathan, had made a statement that the PFI has a very sinister plan to make the state a Muslim majority.
But on that, I'm with Asayed Asad Abbas that if you have so many problems with the PFI, it's in the central government's hands to ban the PFI. We've been saying that
Nobody
repeatedly.
does that. Nobody initiates that.
You have so many issues. Everyone's asking you. I don't know why you are not doing it. Joy Gill writes to me, and I'm ending tonight with the messages from Arnab Online. He says, Arnab, admire the students. They made more sense than the senior panelists. Fantastic. Chandra Gonzalez says, what a wonderful debate it was with the students, Arnab. Kabira Sinha says, Omicron is a serious issue. Why politicians are playing politics at a crucial time? Well, thank you very much, Joy, Chandra and Kabira. And yes, I enjoyed the student edition too. Did you? I shall see you after the weekend. Till then, good night and goodbye.